Hello, my man. Today, in this episode, I'm going to be talking to anger management mastery. 3 tips for the blended family husband and how to regulate your anger. Hi, I'm Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. And what I proceed to do with men, what I do is I help support, as a blended family dad, a valiant man, living a lifestyle courageously, the importance of holding your frame, being there for yourself, and just being absolutely kind with whom you are, and getting through that negative self-talk. If this is your first time listening, watching me, welcome. I'd like to invite you to subscribe. Super easy. Right down here, there should be a subscribe button. I want you to hit the bell that says all. When you do that, that doesn't limit you to any of my content that's available. And if this is you coming back again, thank you. Thank you and welcome back. All right. Anger management mastery. Now you might think, what? How does anybody really master anger management? And I remember, this is a quick joke. So in high school, in junior high, we used to have this class that you could take. It was extracurricular. It was after school. And there was a number of people that were told to take it. And it was something that if you got expelled or dismissed, and I never did, or suspended, you were also made to take it. Now, it would quickly be identified who was taking this course, when there would be times when they'd have to cancel the class. Anger management is canceled today. And you'd hear the hooting and hollering in the class, and that would identify who it was that was taking it. And we always had to laugh at that, thinking like, anger management's canceled. So anyway, that aside, what I want to talk to is the mastery. And I want to talk about 3 things that really have helped me get access to the greater part of me when I felt like I really needed to dig in and didn't know how. Or I was left with the struggle and the vulnerable part of, how do I get out of this? What do I do? How do I de-escalate? How do I get out of this situation? And not from I need to bypass this, more like, how do I productively conduct myself in a way to do that? So here's what you do. The first thing, many of you men out there got to do this. I do this on a regular. Journal. And you might say, well, I don't know what to journal, and I don't have a book, and I don't have a decent pen. Stop making excuses for yourself and get out there, get after it. Buy one, buy 2. Automatic writing. If you are not sure what to write about, just put your pen to paper and start going. I am feeling angry right now because I have not done what I said I was going to do, or she said this was what she wanted more of and didn't give enough to me, or anything. Or it could be, I told myself that I was going to set this goal and I didn't. And I am angry with myself for not fulfilling that goal. But keep going. Automatic writing is putting whatever comes to your mind down on paper. And what that does is it gets all your thoughts. It gets all of that stuff out of your head. It is out of the body, and it goes somewhere else. The energy changes. Look at it as a transition change from energy inside of you to manifesting energy on paper that is no longer a part of you. It is no longer. It is of you, but it is no longer a part of you. This is why journaling works. This is why journaling works. When you commit paper to pen. The second thing I want you to get after is being clear and concise and succinct with yourself. When you do this, when I do this, when I journal, I want to be honest about what I'm dealing with. So that means when I'm journaling, I might write my swear words out if I'm feeling that. I might write out the gritty parts of what I'm feeling, because that is a part of me. I don't go, well, I'm going to write this down instead because I don't want anyone to read my journal. Don't do that. Do not do that. That is another way of not only withholding from yourself, but it does something to your own constitution when you withhold from yourself like that, because it's betrayal. You start betraying yourself and you get irritated with it, and you go, well, that's irritating, and you don't know why you're irritated. Here's the answer. Because you were betraying your own thoughts that you've had, of inactions that you're not fulfilling. That has happened to me. I've caught myself a number of times lying about how I really feel, and actually going, I just caught myself not writing out, and this is automatic writing, what I felt in that moment. And this is actually how I felt, and this is how I'm going to catch myself next time I try to do that. That's important. That is so important. And the anger management part of the mastery that I really want you to get after in this third thing is, you've got to really be good being uncomfortable. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because there'll be moments when you've got to stand in the fire with yourself in an argument, in a conversation, and you've got to be okay with somebody else's feelings feeling uncomfortable, because you're going to feel them. You're going to feel them. And if you don't believe me that you're going to feel them, watch your reaction, because your feelings get absorbed within your field, your auric field, and they affect how you feel, because you go, well, that's not right. What is that? Is that really how I feel? And sometimes what that does, it augments how you feel. So it ups your level of anger, because you've somehow allowed, well, not so much allowed, it's just crossed over into your body. And it can't be identified, because there's a disconnect that I've had with myself when that's happened to me. So it's get comfortable being uncomfortable in those moments, knowing that you are standing in the fire and you're fortifying, you're telling your truth, okay? All right. So, anger management mastery, the 3 tips and strategies for the blended family husband are so important. It is so important to be able to do that. Journal, do the automatic writing, to be mindful, succinct, clear, and concise with yourself, because that's how you discern where the definitive parts of you lie or lay. That's where you decide what is your truth. This is what I'm really angry about. Because you can get caught in the minutia of the monkey brain. Well, I don't know if it's her. Well, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's the kids. I don't know if it's... You got to be really clear about what it is that's bugging you. Got to be really clear. And 9 times out of 10, they were the trigger for something that is not well inside of you. That was somewhere under the surface, and they just pulled that thread and out it came. Like a pressure valve exploding. And then the third thing, get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's not going to be comfortable in those moments, but know that is a step moving you forward. All right. Anger management mastery for the blended family dads. 3 tips on how to get through that. And I trust that this will resonate with many of you out there, and there will be some of you that will want to talk. I invite you to do that. 30-minute discovery call. Go to the valiantlifestyle.com and book your 30-minute discovery call with me now, and let's figure out how best I can serve you, my man. All right. That's a wrap. We'll talk to you soon. Let's do this.